Hello, our viewers. Shalom, shalom from everywhere you're watching the Prophetess of the Most High God. I greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on your time zone. My name is Prophetess Mary Kaizire, and I'm here to wish you the independence that we have. You know, freedom is guaranteed by God. So the independence we celebrate all the time, it is a time when we feel we are free, we are out of captivity, we are out of slavery. For my motherland, the Pearl of Africa, I am saying happiest Independence Day, my motherland, Uganda. I greet you all, whoever is watching me, and I say may the Lord of Heaven armies give you the freedom that you have been looking for, something that you have waited for so long. You know, colonialism and the way it was treating us in Uganda, particularly, maybe Africa or any other country, but for our country, Uganda, we received our independence 1963, 62, and this is 2023, our year we call of release and honor. We are at 61 years after independence. How happy are we? How old are you? Are you in my age? Are you at 60? Are you above 60? Are you a youth? I greet you all in the mighty name of Jesus Christ and say happiest Independence Day. I want to assure you that if you trust in the Lord, if you trust that there is some freedom, some independence that you can receive from the Lord, I have good news for you. This is Uganda, my motherland, and I say on the 9th of October, we always celebrate this. This is our day today, and we say happiest Independence Day, the Pearl of Africa, and all the nations that rejoice the same. You know, today I want us to talk about something that is related to independence, but how you can achieve it. For example, in the book of John, the Gospel according to John chapter 8, from verse 35, Jesus was talking to people and telling them how it is when somebody is out of freedom and really needs to be rescued, needs to be told what to do. There is what Jesus referred to here, the book of John chapter 8, from verse 34. Okay, he says, Jesus replied. Jesus was talking to people, so here he is replying and says, I tell you the truth, everyone who sins is a slave of sin. So we may say we are attaining our independence. Can I talk to the youth? We may think that we are enjoying maybe freedom that we are given and all that. But let me tell you something. You yourself, you may not be free from what you're going through. Here, the Bible has called it sin. That whoever is sinning is a slave to a sin. For example, we are talking about if you have a sin, let's say homosexuality, you a robber, you a thief, maybe you are a fornicator, you already a slave to that. If you somebody who is so jealousy, maybe you are somebody who doesn't want to see other people well, let me tell you, you are a slave to what you are doing. The Bible here has told us that everyone that sins is a slave to sin. You know, when you are under some person's influence, negative energy and all that, that is where you are, and you need to be liberated to get out of such a situation. Now Jesus said that everyone who sins is a slave to sin. Let's go to 35. He said, a slave is not a permanent member of the family. Meaning when you're a slave, you are under the authority of that particular house or that family or that country. You may be a slave in a country. For example, here in Africa, how our forefathers were taken for slavery in the western there. So they were slaves. They are in a country, yes, they are dressed, they eat, but they are under the authority, they're under the manager. They cannot do their own things. They have to accept, they have to lay down their freedom and work for those that are taking them on as their authority. Listen, and he said that a slave can never be free, cannot be a permanent member in a family, but a son is part of the family forever. Jesus was referring at how he is privileged to even that on every knee shall bow for him. So he is the truth, the way, and the life. So he is the only funnel where we can reach the Father to have our freedom from slavery. He said, but the Son can. Let us continue. And then 36, it says, so if the Son sets you free, you are truly free. And he continued and said, yes, I speak it again. When the Son sets you free, when Jesus sets you free, you are free indeed. There is a freedom that you need, and you need to discover by accepting Jesus Christ. You see, today I want to tell you something before I end this version. I want to ask you, how much do you understand Jesus? How much freedom do you think he can provide? How much independence do you think? When Jesus lays it all for you for independence, you'll be free indeed. It will not be like how some countries are saying, yes, colonialists went, they are not here, they went back to their place, but still in our own nations, other nations feel they are still under, they are not independent. Let me tell you something. The one that can give total independence, total freedom, and total peace is only Jesus Christ. So how much do you understand Jesus Christ? Who is Jesus Christ to you anyway? Let me tell you. Other people understand that Jesus Christ is a certain man who can just heal flu, headache, but he cannot heal cancer. Another one says, if you understand Jesus as a peace giver, you'll find even in a company, even at home, you're a person who gives peace back to people. But if you understand Jesus as a chaotic person who is there to rule, to judge, you will always be judgmental. Understand Jesus the right way, you shall be free indeed. When the Son sets you free today, you'll be free indeed. I take the opportunity to welcome you all to our services. If you want to come and pray with us, we are in Kanyanya, closer we are in the city, we are in the division of Kawimpek. Please come wherever you are and let us share the love and the Jesus who we understand that nothing is impossible with him. My name is Prophetess Kaizire. I tell you again and again, when the Son sets you free, you'll be free indeed. And that is my prayer for you in Jesus' name. I lay my hand, may the Lord of heaven armies hear your prayer this day on independence and give you total independence that you shall never lack again. Shalom, shalom. I'm Prophetess Kaizire, happiest 61 Independence Day, dear, the Pearl of Africa, Uganda. Shalom.